Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, My Freedom Frequency. I'm Shay and I'm here today to talk about a response to one of my most watched videos, which is just here somewhere, and it's the one about feminine morning rituals and how a regular morning routine, especially if it's a spiritual practice, is often more masculine. If you're like, what already? That's confusing too. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. The response to this video has been huge. A lot of people are getting a lot of value out of it. I'm so happy to hear that the women are feeling inspired to be in a more feminine flow in the mornings in this way. The particular response that has sparked me to make this video was one woman saying, but I don't have all of the time in the world. I'm not like a yogi who has all of this time to spend hours on my morning ritual. And I mean, that's what she was saying in her comment. It's this idea of like, I'm a busy woman. How can I do this when I don't have an hour to spend? Well, easy. You can take just 5 minutes to do a feminine morning practice. You do not need a whole hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes even. It isn't about the timing. And this is what I really want to stress to you. The moment that you make any condition of your life flow, whether you have kids, whether you have a busy job, whether you get up early, the moment that you make that the reason why you can't do something is the moment you give your power away. You then give the power of that thing happening or not to the circumstance you might not be able to control. So you might not be able to control the fact that you are stretched for time. Therefore, you are disempowered and you are constantly in that state of being a victim of the circumstance. And I'm not saying this to be hard, I'm saying this to empower you to know that work with what you've got. The moment we start thinking about, in an ideal scenario, I would have an hour, but I don't have an hour, so I can't do what the ideal scenario in my head says that I should do. I can't meet that expectation of the ideal scenario. You're already going to feel like you can't do it because you've set yourself up for failure. You've created this ideal scenario, you've created conditions around how it should look. That doesn't match your reality, so you'll never be able to do it in the way that you would ideally want it to be. Work with what you've got. How long do you have in the mornings? Do you have to get out and be, on your way to work very early, 7 a.m.? Could you get up a tiny bit earlier? Set aside just 5 minutes of time. Set a timer so you know that you won't go over time. And then in that time, do the morning ritual. So I shared what the morning ritual is in that video. Go check it out. Essentially, it's just, there's more details in it, so I'll try to shorten it here. It's about, rather than having this regimented plan of what you must do every single morning and it being the same, which is not feminine, the feminine is flowing, changing, spontaneous. Set 5 minutes, sit, ask yourself, how do I feel? What do I need? That will then tell you what to do with the rest of your 4 minutes and 50 seconds. You might feel stuck. You might need movement, so you choose to dance. You might feel overwhelmed in your mind, so you might need meditation. What I do in my morning practice, I still do this. I shared it in the video 2 years ago when I made that video, a year and a half, I think, is I lie down, I feel my body, I surrender to everything that's showing up. I allow myself to feel whatever it is I'm feeling without making it wrong. Surrender is very feminine. And then I feel into what is there and respond to that by asking myself, what do I need? And you will get better at this over time. You'll be able to get more sensitive to how you're feeling. You'll be able to have more clarity on what that feeling is. You'll be able to have more clarity on what you might need for that. At first, maybe you don't know how you feel and what you need, but simply connecting to yourself and asking those questions is already huge. So it's not about how much time you have and how good it is or perfect it is. Go and just meet yourself. That is it. That is where the magic is. I was once working with a woman. She was a lawyer. It was very stretched for time. She was staying with her parents-in-law, while her house was getting renovated. She was staying there with her partner. She didn't have time or space, she felt, to do a morning ritual, and she really needed it. So I was coaching this woman, and I shared with her what I'm sharing with you now. A little bit of space, a little bit. Where could you find a space in the house where you can just close your eyes and you might not be interrupted? So she went and did this for a few minutes on the bathroom floor. And she said it felt amazing and it was really helpful to start her day. She empowered herself to work with where she's at, what she had in timing, and how she could make it work. That's beautiful. So if you're inspired to learn more, subscribe. I'll be posting more regular videos. I also have a podcast. I'm very active on Instagram. I'm always writing content. And I have programs running a lot, usually 6-week online programs, retreats in Bali when the world is open again. And I also do one-to-one mentorship. If you want to reach out, you can do that through my contact channels. Everything is down below in the caption. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.